this video piqued my interest and I really want to watch it, bro. Cause Patrick CC, he really hasn't uploaded a video in a while, and I like these little documentary type of videos. I don't know if that counts as it, but we got the Project X effect. At first, I thought he was talking about Ken Carson, but I don't think, or maybe he's talking about Ken Carson. Possibly he's talking about Ken Carson, but I don't know, bro. We gonna watch it and see.
What was the greatest night of your life? If you are over 21, it could be the night you met your partner, the night you had your first...
What? No, that wasn't the greatest night of my life. The greatest night of my life was being on the streamies. No, I'm kidding.
First child,
that was
or
not
some
the
other
greatest part of my
mature
life.
and
Can we finish the
understandable
video?
life moment.
Send
If you
it
are
to me.
under
Remind me
21,
after
it was
this
probably
video
the
for
night
sure.
you went to the craziest house party with unlimited drinks, girls going wild, the perfect music playing, a car crashing into the pool, the SWAT team pulling up with a helicopter watching from above, then nearly the entire town catching on fire.
This was the best. What?
Okay, you caught me. I just described the plot of Project X. It was just a movie. That didn't actually happen.
Okay.
Except it did.
The story of how life
What are we
imitates
watching?
Hollywood.
Basically, the effects of Project X parties. You know what I'm saying? Like those very insane and like, you know, those parties.
With disastrous
the ones
results.
you shouldn't go to.
It's
Like,
wildly...
these are the parties for non-melanated, non-colored people that like, for melanated people, it would be like, leave the beef at home type of parties. You know what I'm saying? That's the party this is.
Popular movie about
like,
an out of
you
control
just don't
teen
go.
party full of boozing,
You don't go.
drugs,
This
and
is
big
you
ticket
gon'
destruction.
You
The
might
movie
not
characters
come
get
out
away with
alive.
just a hangover,
That's
but
it.
for real life teens copying these parties this spring break, the consequences are far more serious.
After the movie Project X released, it inspired chaos all around the world, leading to some of the most out of control and occasionally deadly parties. Still to this day, young people attempt to live this fantasy by throwing Project X parties. But to understand the deep-seated obsession American teens have with this film, we must first analyze the four-step process that Project X took to manipulate
Isn't Ken
their
Carson
strategy
album
on the
named
big
after this
screen.
movie?
The
Yes,
number
it
one
is.
goal of this
That's
film
why.
was very...
That's why he's laying on the grass in the party, because he was doing so many drugs he couldn't stay awake. You know what I'm saying?
very simple.
We knew from the beginning that it had to feel like a real party.
He can make something that seems so outrageous feel very real.
It's just fun. It's just so different in the way it's shot. You know, the point of view style is just, it's very organic.
Organic, natural, realistic.
I don't know if it was realistic if this nigga went to the party
This is supposed
though.
to be every party that every kid would want to throw if they had the most amount of money possible.
He's just really got a good visual grasp of reality.
It makes it more, you know,
They
viable
dick
and
riding
more
him,
relevant
bro.
that this party could occur and could happen like this.
I don't think anyone will watch this movie and say that did not feel like a real party.
Make the film feel real.
For surely.
Step one,
I ain't gonna
hire-
lie. Marvel gotta get some notes from them, bro. They do not know how to write teenagers in goddamn Marvel movies for some reason, bro. Y'all gotta get notes from them. That's it.
An all-star production team. Joel Silver,
be
executive
sorry as
producer,
hell.
also produced Die Hard and The Matrix. Marty Ewing,
shit.
executive producer, also produced Blades of Glory and Holes. Todd Phillips,
Holes was a good
producer,
movie.
basically worked on tons of legendary party movies of the early 2000s like Road Trip, Old School, and The Hangover.
did not
But another
watch
creative
any of
touch
these.
was hiring director
Okay.
Nima Nurazada, who had no feature film experience but created an iconic Adidas house party commercial in 2008 that looks exactly like what Project X would become. Nima's area of expertise was actually in music videos. Since the music and chaotic party scenes became such a memorable part of the movie, it makes sense that an experienced
anybody
music
ever
video
watched
director
this
was the
movie
reason why they
before?
looked and felt so damn good. Despite everyone behind the scenes being seasoned cinema veterans, on screen they wanted the cast to be nobodies. But before we get into step 2, a quick word from today's sponsor.
Oh, hey, I'm shout out to the sponsor, man. Let's get back to the video. For surely. Shout out to the sponsor, man. Hell yeah.
Casting no-name talent was risky. As we all know, hiring A-list actors is one of the most effective ways to market a movie. However, there is a slight barrier with famous actors where their characters are hard to separate from their real-life personality or from a previous role that you always associate them with.
No
The fact
cap,
that-
bro. I don't care where you find Iron Man. I can't even call him Robert Downey Jr., bro. Wherever you find Robert Downey Jr. in a movie, bro, I'm always gonna look at him as Iron Man. Even in that one movie where they put fucking they put makeup on him to look like a black dude, bro. That's still Iron Man. That's still, he can't hide from me with a little bit of makeup on. You can't hide from me. That's still Iron Man. Stop playing, bro. They really tried to make him a melanated man and try to disguise him like he's not Iron Man, boy. Get out of here, bro. Stop it. Stop it. What movie was that? Hold on, bro. Let me find it, bro. Robert Downey Jr. black person. Why did all the guesses go away? Oh, shit. They know what niggas want to type, bro. They know what they want to type. Look at it. They really tried to hide this nigga. They really tried to hide Tony Stark behind some brown makeup and shit, bro. This is so evil. Hell no, bro. Hell no. That shit is so funny, though. Because, like,
nobody knew the cast was what allowed viewers to feel like they were just some teenagers with a camera. The three main characters in Project X look like your regular, unspectacular
I thought one of the characters was from Transformers, actually, though. Isn't this blackface?
Nerds,
probably,
but rather anonymous,
probably
almost invisible. That's what makes them feel so relatable. They sort of blend in, just like most of the people you went to high school with. Even the high school they filmed in is depressing, outdated, and prison-like, which is extremely
the average
accurate.
nigga I went to high school with was always roasting for some reason, bro.
To American schools. To find inexperienced actors, the casting directors created open auditions on the website projectxopencall.com. The header on the site let people know the movie was created by the same producer as The Hangover, which was a $277 million box office smash hit. People were asked to submit a 3-minute audition video with the following guidelines.
Ain't that the dude from The Bear? I have no idea. I have not watched The Bear.
Tell us about
has anybody watched The Bear? And if so, is it that good?
If you wanted to impress
why everyone dick ride in The Bear?
Dance, or show us the one thing that you do that makes your friends laugh. After sifting through tens of thousands of submissions, they were able to discover one of their leads, Jonathan Daniel Brown, otherwise known as JB. The other two leads, Thomas Mann and Oliver Cooper, were found through traditional casting.
I ain't gonna lie. This nigga kind of looked like the one dude from Super Mario Logan, bro.
Thomas had acted in one movie previously, and Oliver had no previous acting experience, which is surprising because many people felt that his performance carried the energy throughout the film.
Damn.
What up, my lovely females? This is your boy Costa, your host for the evening. Behind me is Thomas Cub's house. Today is Thomas Cub's birthday, and this is Project X.
It's also worth mentioning that the trio does
we got this nigga, bro. What's his name, bro?
Looked, but even their
what's his name? Michael Cera.
This was likely Michael Cera as well. As mentioned before, these actors were no names in Hollywood, so casting people that looked or felt like the Superbad crew, which was made just a few years before and already secured a legacy as one of the most accurate depictions of high school.
I gotta watch this movie, bro. We really gotta. Is there a possible way we could watch this movie? Probably not. I'm gonna watch this movie for sure.
Americans
People
in cinema
love talking
was definitely
about
a big brain
bro.
decision.
They
there
love
also was a
watching
fourth member of the
Superbad.
crew. His name was Dax, otherwise known as Dax Flame on YouTube. Another possible marketing strategy, as Dax had a large subscriber base of likely the target audience for this film. Plus, his character ties perfectly into Step 3.
No, bro. I feel so bad for that dude, bro. Every single time I see him, bro. I seen a one TikTok where he was like a grown man, and he was like, guys, I'm gonna be reacted to the video, my most popular video, and he was like trying not to cry while watching it or something. I don't know why. I seen that on TikTok. It was funny as fuck though.
3.
But
Film like an amateur.
Cloud,
Dax
what's
was
good,
the
my
man
boy?
behind the camera.
Welcome to the
in the beginning
stream.
of the movie, you learn that he is filming a home video of this party they're throwing for Thomas's birthday. So when you see shaky transitions between scenes or characters not being perfectly in the frame or the quality and focus of the footage varying in every shot, it helps sell the idea that this entire thing is just a home video. Dax was also
loved making these recorded little video movies, bro. Because they did the same thing with Chronicle.
Commonly referred
Chronicle
to
is
as
fire,
found
though.
footage, which created perhaps the most realistic component of all.
They
Some of the
loved
footage
making
that made
them
it into
found
the film
footage
was just
movies.
one of the random extras holding a phone and filming what was going on. The production crew passed out camera phones, Blackberries, and handycams to the partygoers. Their vision being if a party this wild actually happened, many of the attendees would pull out their phones and film the chaos. The production crew thought it would be extremely difficult to manage this many extras. With 200 to 500 people showing up daily, how would they track the phones? How would they make sure the same people are coming back every night? But they saw the opposite result. The extras were extremely cooperative and didn't even want to leave. Keep in mind, this movie was filmed for 25 nights in a row, and they didn't just stage a party, they were partying. There technically was no downtime. While the production team was organizing the next scene, they still had a DJ playing music. People were dancing, swimming in the pool for 25 days. Again, some of the footage you see in the film wasn't even staged. It was just the extras filming themselves actually partying. And what is a party without the music?
I thought he was finna give me another ad. I was finna say.
The first song you hear in the movie is We Want Some Party by 2 Live Crew. Does it get any more lit than that? This film is jam-packed full of music.
They had Pusha T, AMG, goddamn Jaquan, motherfucking Far East Movement featuring Pitbull. Okay. They had Shiny Toy Guns, A-Track, Nas, okay. Kid Cudi. Old Kid Cudi, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yes. Well, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, okay. MGK. D12 MGK. Okay.
Never stops because, well, when does music ever stop at a party? The music supervisor hired for this film was Gabe Hilfer, who creates soundtracks on roughly 5 to 7 major films every year. He's an expert, so when they told him the goal was to make it realistic, he executed perfectly. When he was asked about his vision for the soundtrack, he mentioned 2 major goals. One was to keep it authentic and make it feel like what these kids might really be listening to. And then 2 was to escalate the party.
I'm telling you,
and
bro,
the heads of
they
the
really,
kids.
I'm telling you right now, they really got to start hiring actual young people or unknown young actors to be doing shit like this, bro. Cause that Madam Web movie giving me fucking flashbacks. That shit was so ass, bro. Like, no teenagers are really like that shit in real life, nigga. Like, that shit is so ass, bro.
And bridge the gaps between what they're listening to and the emotional feelings you're looking to have the audience feel as well. However, it's not exactly a versatile soundtrack.
Alright, bro.
It's mostly hip-hop banger.
No, come on, bro. He think he Ken Carson, bro. Get up, bro. Get up. The hoes ain't gonna like this one, bro. Chillax. Get up, bro. Get up, bro. You're not Ken Carson. I don't even care if this one was made before Ken Carson's album. You're not Ken Carson. I'm sorry. Get up. Come on, get up. Deadass. Stop playing. Fuck you doing, bro?
In the early 2010s, like Trouble on My Mind by Pusha T and Blow Up by J. Cole.
Did you watch any good movies between
FNAF
FNAF and Madam Web in the cinema? That's a good question, because FNAF was boring as hell, too. I haven't really watched movies in the cinema after, like, the FNAF movie, deadass. I don't think I went to the movies after the FNAF movie. I just never found any need to. There's no movies that caught my interest. So, no, actually. In cinema, no. But, like, I was watching a few movies, like, sometimes on my own time. Coach Carter is a really good movie. Chronicles a really good movie. I was just watching hella movies one time, bro. I don't know why.
Dre and Snoop, as well as Nasty by Nas. But there are 2 EDM remixes that have been cemented in history as the songs of Project X. Any party that existed after this film was released would not be complete if these 2 songs were not played. Pursuit of Happiness, the Steve Aoki remix, and Heads Will Roll, the A-Track remix.
Let me hear them.
These songs were strategically placed at a moment where the producers wanted to fully immerse the viewer into the climax of the night. At these moments,
we got the Whiplash nigga. He getting down in that bitch.
You are into the climax.
Hold on, bro.
At these moments, the
hell no, he really dancing in that hoe. Whiplash is also a good movie.
These songs
I watched that one.
Represent when your buzz is perfect or your eye is in the manageable sweet spot. The Heads Will Roll remix helped put DJ and producer A-Track in the spotlight. He immediately started booking larger venues and tours. Funny enough, he never made any money from the song.
That Project X money must have stayed from.
Oh no, I make nothing on Heads Will Roll. That's a flat fee, remix fee. I got paid a very small amount in 2009.
You know, how many shows did he get on?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's so evil, bro.
I mean, it would be nice because I heard
his
it's
face was
After
good.
this calculated 4-step process, making this film feel as real as possible, it released in March of 2012 and was a certified smash hit, grossing $100 million worldwide. Critics pretty much universally hated the movie, with
Bro, I'm still confused why niggas care about Rotten Tomatoes, though. Why do niggas still care about Rotten Tomatoes? Freaks who literally only care about objectives on movies. They go to the movie theater, got a notebook. I don't like this. Nope. There's no organization to the story. listen, we understand you cannot relate. You know what I'm saying? You was in your room, your bedroom and shit. You know what I'm saying? You was playing with yourself. Okay. Type shit. Cool. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Now you're a professional movie critic. Okay. Now I'm good. I'll just watch Moist Critical do it. That's it. I'll watch Moist Critical do
Publications
it.
like NPR calling it a nasty, nasty piece of work. However, there was a point brought up by many critics that was definitely true, and they kind of predicted the future. Todd McCarthy from The Hollywood Reporter wrote, "The wrap-up does not spare the boys, and Thomas in particular, of life-changing consequences for their delinquency, but a certain self-justifying feel-good impulse compels the filmmakers to imply that, even if they do nothing further of note in their lives, they'll always have this." And Patrick Gamble from Cineview had a very similar opinion. What's most repugnant about Project X is its utter lack of moral consciousness, with the overriding message being that such disregard for property and community deserves little more than a slap on the wrist. At first glance, these reviews come off as old people yelling at teenagers for having fun, but they are accurate here. After the SWAT team comes in, the town catches on fire, and everyone escapes the party running for their lives, the trio get abundant news coverage, become legends at their high school, resulting in a standing ovation from classmates. Thomas is still able to get the girl that loves him, and they showed just a quick still of the consequences he faced, which were disturbing the peace, contributing to the delinquency of minors, and inciting a riot. Despite this, Costa is invited onto the news to promote his next party.
Okay.
Apologize.
Yo,
How about I invite you to
Gamta,
my
what's
next
good, my boy? Bumbo Glad.
So is it crazy to think that a movie depicting in the most realistic way possible an epic party where the host ends up as a legend who gets the girl and a little slap on the wrist would inspire teenagers all around the world to do the same thing? If you said no, it's just a movie and everyone knows it's fake.
See, like, these Rotten Tomato ass niggas just lame as hell, bruh. No, this movie promotes kids to be delinquents, and we shouldn't be having that in a society like this. No. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Wrong. It didn't happen once, not twice, but so many times I can't even tell you about all of them in this video. But here are some of the craziest ones.
Hey,
Now,
maybe I'm a little bit wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Project X
Hold
is
on,
inspired
my
by
bad.
an infamous party thrown by 16-year-old Australian Cory Worthington, but this speculation has actually been denied by the producers and cast.
It's based on real people, like that Aussie guy, that Cory Worthington.
Not really. I mean, it's kind of.
No, this is really. I mean,
this is different.
On January 12th, 2008, Cory Worthington learned his parents were going on vacation to celebrate the new year, so he hatched a plan to throw a party while he had the house to himself. Cory and his friends started to advertise the party on their MySpace and Facebook when the word spread like wildfire. The party was meant to be a small gathering, but soon turned into a full-blown rager. More than 500 people showed up, and the crowd was so large the party spilled out into the street. The crowd got out of control, and people started to throw glass and bricks and break neighbors' mailboxes. There were hundreds of kids.
See, niggas doing too much. I understand this is listen, I understand this is the effects of Project X and shit, bro, but like, niggas doing too much,
causing
though.
destruction
Hell
for
no.
no reason. The first police unit backed off until they were reinforced by a helicopter, dogs, and more well-equipped officers. After a few hours, police finally got the crowd to disperse. This made national headlines in Australia, but what made it so iconic was Cory's image and attitude when being interviewed on
No, they literally just recreated the movie. They just recreated the movie. He had an insane party. The police came, and then he's on the news too. He literally just recreated the movie. What the fuck?
Australia.
Take off
Bro,
your
dick
glasses and
riding.
apologise to us.
I'll say sorry, but I'm not taking off my glasses.
But what would you say to other kids who were thinking of partying when their parents are out of town?
Get me to do it for you.
Get you to do it for you. Not don't do it.
What, nigga?
Nah, get me to do it for you. Best party ever so far. Well, that's what everyone's been saying, so...
Maybe the Project X producers denied Cory as being the inspiration because it would look like they approve of this behavior, because it only took a few days after the film's release for a Project X-inspired party to turn deadly. On March 14th...
of course in fucking Houston, Texas, nigga. God damn, bro. Niggas always gotta ruin shit, bro.
2012, just 13 days after the film's initial release, 1,000 high school and college-age students in Houston, Texas attempted to recreate the events of Project X.
Y'all dick riding, though.
Turned deadly. It was being advertised as a foam party with promises of free alcohol and drugs. Women who wore bathing suits were granted free entry to the party, according to the flyer. Around 12:30 a.m., police responded to a noise disturbance at a foreclosed mansion in southern Houston. Upon arrival, they encountered hundreds and hundreds of teenagers scattered all over the property.
Of course,
using
these
drugs
fucking hoodlums, bro. God damn, always ruin shit, bro. I don't like that shit, bro.
Drinking illegally. Doing what needed to be done to keep everyone safe, police had to break up the party and started dispersing the crowd. As people made their way off the property, tensions
I already knew it was bad.
leading to
This
an
is in
eruption of
Houston, too.
gunfire, which tragically
Bro.
killed 18-year-old Ryan
Hey,
Spice.
R.I.P.
Witnesses
Ryan,
of
bro.
the murder later said, kids took to the streets, but the parking lot was overpacked so you couldn't get out. It was just people in the actual street. They got into arguments and started shooting each other. Another witness to the killing had this to say: the gunman was just walking, and he pulled out a gun and started shooting, like for no reason. He shot the boy in the back of the head and he fell on the ground. He started shooting at the crowds, but then he ran through the field. Police chased the shooter through the field and into the woods, but lost him in the dark. After 4 months
Where's
of a
your
relentless
flashlights
investigation,
up?
they finally found the gunman. 22-year-old John Gibbs was arrested and charged with
What does
second-degree
John Gibbs
murder.
look like?
Crazy enough, there was another Project X party in the same city just 4 days before. 13 teenagers who planned the party broke into a brand new $500,000 home that was recently built, which they used to host an absolutely massive 2,000-person party. During the party, the insane crowd broke nearly every window in the home, put holes in almost.
But like, nah, at this point, y'all not even having a party though. Now, at this point, y'all are not even having a party, y'all. Y'all, this is a rage room, nigga. This is dead ass a rage room, bro. Like, bro, what? For what though? Like, listen. I understand the Project X movie was a bad influence for a lot of teenagers trying to copy it, but this is just stupid. Niggas didn't break into a whole house to have a party and just punch walls and shit. That's not what the movie was. You know what I'm saying? But still though.
Every wall,
What the fuck?
ripped doors completely off the hinges, and left empty bottles of liquor everywhere.
Bro,
among the bottles, sheetrock
white
was
people
across
love
the
to
floor
smash
mixed
it
with
with
the
no
glass.
repercussions,
All of this
just like the
destruction
Black
managed
Lives
to
Matter
cause a
protests
grand
where they
total
made
of
it about them.
$100,000 in damages. The
Type
building
shit.
owner compared it to being hit by a tornado. What's mostly crazy about this particular party is that the host may have gotten away with it if it wasn't for a private investigator named Mark Stevens. Mark Stevens was hired by the builder of the home that was destroyed to investigate who threw the damaging party. When
For
asked
sure.
about the incident, he said,
Look at what happened here. The parallels are just uncanny. It was a copycat. They did everything they saw in the movie.
The day after the party, Mark came back to the home to investigate, and at the time, Mark noticed another empty mansion down the street was having a party. Suspecting it was the same host, Mark called the police,
Oh,
and the group
shit.
of 13 responsible for setting up the original party were taken into custody. When
Damn,
they asked
all
why
of
they
them
did it,
niggas
they
gone.
simply said Project X. But on the exact same night chaos ensued in Houston, Calgary, Canada nearly witnessed the same disaster. Calgary high schooler Hunter Mills tweeted that Project Chris, a Project X-style party, would be hosted at his buddy Chris Maury's
not
house.
like that.
Hashtag Project Chris went viral on Twitter, trending in Australia, Asia, and the Middle East. Luckily, the party was called off due to an overwhelming amount of interest, but it actually ended up getting moved to a new location, a bar. And eventually about 200 people showed up to this bar, but the venue had to close for the night because they couldn't handle the overwhelming amount of people. But while being interviewed on the local news, Hunter Mills showed up in a custom t-shirt with the hashtag Project Chris printed on the front. This was not the last time a hashtag would lead to a party's downfall. Hashtag Ross Morgan Rager blew up on Twitter in May of 2012.
Nigga, is
after
this real? Is this real? Did
fall.
somebody really
Hashtag
put this
Ross
up?
Morgan Rager blew up on Twitter
the
in May of
fuck?
2012
The fuck they do?
after a student from North Allegheny High School
I don't know
in
how it
Pittsburgh
was popular
planning
all
to
the way
throw a
over
party.
there, but
His
like,
buddies tweeted the
fuck
hashtag
it, they
Ross
getting lit
Morgan
over there.
Rager, and within hours it was trending internationally. Word spread throughout the entire city within hours, and every kid in Pittsburgh was planning on attending the party. In the following days, high school teachers were ordered to read this email aloud to their classes. Bottom line, there is no party at Ross's house. The local police are aware of the rumor. Ross's parents parents are aware of the rumor. Every effort via Twitter has and continues to be made to expose the rumor as a hoax. Ross Morgan and his parents had to vacate their house for the weekend, and they even had to hire an off-duty police officer to watch the house while they were gone.
Ain't really gonna
But Ross
watch
secured
shit,
his
bro. He not
legacy
like
when he
that.
went on the local news to praise his classmates.
What it has done for the school is truly amazing. Everyone now is now friends, which what we thought wouldn't happen with less than 20 days left.
This is the nigga who was hosting it, by the way. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It really be these type of people. It really be these type of people hosting them too.
Year has brought us all together.
I'm sure by now you're noticing a trend of all these parties following the same exact plot as the movie. Someone wants to throw a party and their buddy spreads the word via text or social media.
Like a regular
then it gets
party.
out of hand. But the key part is getting on the local news afterwards, just like the movie, to certify your legacy.
The thing is
However,
though, like this happens everywhere though. Like I understand like some of these parties get huge, but like this happens everywhere. In Atlanta, no, this literally happens all the time. Yeah, a party, you go to the party, niggas turn into a war zone lobby, it's over. It's repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That it happens all the time like that, you know what I'm saying? Might even be worse than some of these Project X parties. I don't really know why these are really getting that much attention because yes, they got popular, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of parties do the same thing. And even worse repercussions. Niggas turn this shit into Battlefield, bro. I'm telling you.
This Utah teen, her interview on the news wasn't celebratory
Bob, you ever been
because
to a
her
Project
party
X
led
type
to
party?
5
No.
people being gunned down. In March of
5 people being gunned
2012,
down. What the
16-year-old Destiny McCubbin's parents were going out of town and she decided to take the opportunity to host a party. She was quoted saying she wanted the party to
People
be like
can't have
Project
a party in
X.
peace? Absolutely
the
not.
North Salt Lake City, Utah teen said goodbye to her parents on Friday night and she invited around 50 people to her house. Then 170 showed up. Neighbors complained, but only asking her to keep the noise down. Little did Destiny know members of the Norteños gang showed up at her party. Their rivals, the Isai Longos, heard the Norteños were at the
How did they figure that shit out? Okay.
party and decided to confront them. Destiny tried her best to prevent the situation from escalating, and when she opened the front door to ask them to leave, things nearly got deadly.
And as soon as I opened the door, they just started shooting. This guy just started shooting and it hit me in the foot.
As Destiny sat on the floor bleeding profusely from her foot, she said, "I was just in shock. I couldn't believe what was going on, and everybody was running.
See,
It was all
niggas
my
just
fault. I
ruin
shouldn't have
parties,
thrown this
bro.
stupid party." 3 of the victims
Holy
were treated at the
shit.
hospital and released shortly afterwards, but a 4th person was more seriously injured. Evan Ward, a 19-year-old, was shot in the throat but miraculously survived. A month later, Clearfield
Go.
City Police announced that they had arrested
Glad he's
2
okay,
shooters.
though.
19-year-old Mark
But
Anthony
like, bro.
Pisano.
This is why everyone needs to promote their fucking everyone needs to promote their parties, like saying leave the beef at home. Put that on every flyer, on every party shit, bro. Cause like, goddamn, leave the beef at home. Even though they not fit illicit, you might as well do it, bro. Just so niggas know that shit is going to happen at that party and they are safe. It's not even to be like, oh, they're gonna leave the beef at home. Let's go. No. That's a warning to say, do not go, nigga. It's going to turn into a war zone lobby. That's it. Leave the beef at home. That means stay at fucking home. That's it. The hell? What you mean, bro? You still trying to go to that party?
Gang member and a 15-year-old boy who was a Eastside Longos gang member. However, the closest anyone ever came to replicating Project X was called Project P, which took place in Macosa County, Michigan, and ended with the most memorable post-party interview of them all. The Project P Facebook page was created in July of 2014. 5 days before the event, a promotional flyer was posted that read,
They really
"Prepare
fucking stole that bitch, bro. They really stole the goddamn... Get the fuck out of here.
for the craziest event of your lifetime, with the host names as well as a parking fee of $3 per car. This party was set to take place in Hinton Township, Michigan, which can be described as literally the middle of nowhere. There is not
Okay.
even a gas station in this town, but the power of the internet prevails, and a total of around 2,000 people, mostly under the age of 21, showed up to the farmhouse about 2 hours outside of Detroit. The party was equipped with DJs playing live sets, a fire thrower, and exotic dancers. Since the party was in a rural area, noise wasn't an issue. No neighbors were around to complain. Police were actually called out to the scene for a traffic complaint and cars parked in the roadway. But then the 911 calls got more serious.
He has no fault. Everyone knows he's OD. He's on heroin. You guys need to come out here now. I have no idea who this guy is.
We just talked to somebody that's having a heroin overdose, and they're putting him in a vehicle and taking him out. Are they not?
He's not in a car right now.
The person called
See,
again
like,
saying,
I can't go to nowhere where niggas is doing a hardcore drugs like that, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you, I'm at a party, I'm chilling, bro. A nigga be like, yo, come get this shit. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. No, like, genuinely, I'm calling the cops myself. I'm ruining the party. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get people to help me get him out, and no one will help me.
Okay, then
so whenever the ambulance gets here, like...
My ambulance can't get there. There's too many people.
Unfortunately, the dispatcher couldn't even help them. Although it's easy to criticize law enforcement and public safety officers, a remote town like this is not equipped with the resources to service this many people, and the road being blocked just made it that much harder. After the event, 6 people had to be hospitalized from drug and alcohol overdoses, and one man broke his neck after falling off a roof. As if it couldn't get any worse, there was a report of 4 men carrying off one girl and taking turns assaulting her. Police arrested 3 of the organizers named Daniel Mintz.
What do y'all find and what do y'all see from these 3 now?
Sir, the birthday boy, Britney Johnson, the
bro, that happened to my mom's
and James Taylor,
They left her in a
In the state of Michigan, they have what is called a social host liability law. The law states anyone who provides or sells alcohol to a minor can be held criminally liable.
Hey, said one of one,
yo, be held civilly liable.
Welcome to the
if a minor who
stream.
was served alcohol causes someone's injury or death, the person who served them can be held responsible for compensating the injured for their damages. So if someone leaving the party as a drunk driver smashes their car into someone's home, the host of the party can be criminally charged.
Okay.
Also, another law that actually landed the 3 in custody was that they were collecting money
they
for
didn't
parking
want
and serving
to get in
alcohol.
trouble,
When
so
you
they just
collect
left
money
her
and
and
serve
she was just
alcohol
in a
without liquor
random
license,
fucking
that is
building,
crime in
a
Macosa
house,
County, Michigan.
for a
Despite
week.
all the repercussions the host faced, he did not seem to care at all.
I didn't force anything down anybody's throat.
I didn't force
I
it.
didn't make
That
anybody
is the most insane. Is this real? Is this real? This is not even a goatee, bro. It's not even a goatee, bro. This doesn't look like it should be on his face right now. Hell no. Who super glued fucking a horse hair on his shit? Who shaved a horse's ball sack and put it on his fucking chin for him? That must have happened at the party. That must have happened at the party, bro, because ew. That is actually disgusting. If I went to that party and I seen the host with a beard like that, I would have known something was up. I would have known this was gonna go bad, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. No.
Stay here until 7 a.m. or 11
that is actually
or whenever
disgusting.
it is everybody finally left. I didn't make this
That
kid
is
pass
so
out on my
ugly.
floor. People wanted to be here. That was their decision. And if you're a parent that's got a 14-year-old child that's been able to be at my house all night, and according to the police, there was a lot of them here. So I think some parents should do some reflections on their parenting before they start getting mad at me.
Ooh, that's real.
Who says you're responsible?
I am. It's my house. You gotta deal with it afterwards, but apparently it was worth it.
And just like in the movie, he received nothing but a slap on the wrist. After taking a plea deal, he does not have a felony on his record. He just has to perform 80 hours of community service. Our expectations for the morality and decision-making skills of teenagers are way too high. Teenagers are easily manipulated and often make mistakes.
Ugly as hell.
Now, is Project X to blame for these parties? Probably. But the media outlets are just as guilty. These news outlets spend all of their time comparing the parties to the movies and love pointing their moral superiority finger at the kids. But clearly they never finished watching the film, because they still fell into the trap of inviting the teenage host onto the news. And the reason they invite the host on is because they need to. They profit off delinquency, crime, and hide it under the guise of it being news. But in reality, they want this stuff to happen so they can boost their ratings and make money. These kids throwing these parties
really crazy if y'all think about it, bro. Stop watching the news, bro.
Chaos.
Stop giving attention.
Brain told them that this will make them a legend, and for a lot of them, It kind of worked, because their post-party interview on the local news cements them in history as one of the most epic party throwers of all time. This movie even inspired me to make a Project X style song and music video.
Hey, W promotion. I'm not gonna be listening to that. I already have Ken Carson Project X, the album. I'm good, bro. W self promo though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to appreciate the video, Patrick CC.